Hello and welcome back. I am Bex. This is Yoga 319 on YouTube. So today I'm going to focus our flow around some side planking. So if you want to get into a little single arm strength and a little bit of work for the abdominals, then this is a great flow for you. If you like it, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and then you won't miss any future videos. And of course, if you have any suggestions for what you'd like to see, just let me know. Okay, so let's get started. We're going to start on all fours. So create a nice box shape with the body, wrists under shoulders, knees under hips, and then let's just begin with some gentle cow cat. So as you inhale, lower that belly, arch the back, lift the tailbone. Feel that nice stretch in the abdominals. Using your exhale, round out the spine, tuck the tailbone under, chin in towards the chest, crown of the head is down. Good, then we'll just roll through this a few more times. So use the time to find a connection. Movement to breath. Maybe you want to close your eyes here. Just really start to connect into the body. What's going on for you today? Do you have any particular areas of tension? Do you have any thoughts still drifting through the mind? Probably. So just focus all of that awareness now on the breath, on the movement of the body. So that inhaling bringing you into your cow pose, and the exhale bringing you to your cat. Very nice. You can always make this a little bit bigger or add in some other movements. Maybe you want to wiggle the hips a little bit side to side. Roll a little bit into the shoulders. Really use this time to just shift and move the body in any way that feels good for you. Don't worry about what it looks like. And then when you've had enough, we're going to meet back in a neutral spine. So spread the fingers nice and wide. You're going to tuck under the toes and we'll hover the knees. So maybe just an inch from the mat. Good. So start to feel a little bit of warmth building in the abdominals, in the shoulders. Gently push the earth away through both of your hands. Take the gaze between the thumbs. Breathe. If you want a little bit more here, you can kick the heels up one at a time towards your butt cheeks. Breathing the whole time. In and out through the nose if we can. Good, and then lower the knees, untuck the toes. Let's just slide the hands forward. Come into an extended puppy pose. Maybe the nose or the forehead meets the mat. Melt the chest down. Find that arching in the back. And then for a moment, just make this a little more active. So hug the ribs in. Scoop that belly in. See how that changes things. You can almost take that cat-cow movement down here as well. So lower the belly, open the chest, and then tailbone tucks under. Draw the tummy button up towards the spine. Excellent. When you're ready, come back to your all fours, respread those fingers nice and wide, retuck the toes. Let's take a half dog. So lift your knees up about halfway, and then you're going to send that chest through the upper arms towards your legs. Finding length in the spine, taking the gaze back, maybe between the feet, ears are between the biceps. Nice and strong through both of your arms. Get your armpits looking in towards each other. And then when you're ready, maybe you start to pedal out the heels. Maybe you move towards straighter legs, but remembering we do not need to have straight legs in our down dog. We can have a bend in the knees at all times if that is best for our hamstrings. All the time, preferring to find length in the spine before we find length in the backs of the legs. Beautiful. Find some stillness. And then with your next inhale, wave your body forwards towards a high plank, shoulders over wrists. Let's lower down our knees, chest and chin. Inhale, slide onto the belly. Lift the head and the chest. Elbows in, shoulders slide down the back. Exhale, float back down. Retuck your toes. Take yourself back to what I call active child's pose. So we can find length here. The bottom goes back towards the heels. You're still nice and active in the arms. Feel that sensation of the tailbone lifting a little bit. And then try and keep the spine position as you lift the knees. And come back to your downward dog. Very nice. Take one breath here. And then once more, let's wave the body forwards, high plank. So you can stay with knees, chest, chin if that's best. If you want to take it up a notch, then see if you can hover your plank all the way down in one straight line to the mat. Inhale, lift your head and chest. Find a stretch in your tummy. Engage your glutes. Exhale, float down. Retuck those toes. Take your bottom backwards towards your heels. And then bum goes to the sky. Downward dog. Breathe. Perfect. We'll go through one more. I give you the option to take chaturanga. So option 1 or 2, always there for you. Knees, chest, chin. You can hover the plank all the way down to the mat. Or maybe you inhale, wave the body forwards to a plank. With your exhale, you lower the body in a nice straight line halfway down, elbows in. Before you inhale onto the tops of the feet. Front upward dog if you're in cobra. A-okay, that's all good. If you're in up dog, we want to be on the tops of the feet and the hands only, pushing the earth away, engaging the legs, lifting the kneecaps. And then when you're ready, draw tummy button in towards the spine, lift the hips up and back. Roll over your toes, downward facing dog. Okay, so hopefully we'll be feeling a little bit warmer now. So why don't we move towards our side plank? So wave your body forwards, high plank, roll onto your right hand. So either the feet can be one in front of each other. We can stack the feet if you want more. If you want less, bring your right knee down to the mat. Extend the left arm to the sky, or maybe it reaches forwards to the top edge of the mat. We're going to do 5 lifts with this left leg. Inhale to lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Good. Very nice. Keep going. So remember, you can pick your position with your feet. Maybe they're stacked. Good. 2 more. Good. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Very nice. Then come back to your plank pose. Roll through a vinyasa or meet me in a down dog, either or. Remembering, vinyasa is always optional during our flows. You can skip them. We're always going to meet back in that downward dog. Open the chest. Beautiful. Okay, take a couple of breaths. If ever we get to a downward dog and you feel you need a bit more of a breather, then of course lower down onto your knees, maybe take a child's pose. Good, and just join back in whenever you feel ready to. Okay, let's inhale, wave forwards, high plank. So we're taking it to the other side, roll onto your left hand. So remember, your options are feet stacked. That's the hardest. And then you can have one in front of each other for a bit more stability. Maybe you've got this left knee down on the ground, right arm reaching forward. And then we lift and lower for 5 with the right leg. Inhale, lift, exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. So you don't have to take the leg mega high, just take it to a point where you really feel you can control the movement. 2 more. Inhale, lift, and lower. Last one. Beautiful. Back to your plank. Take a vinyasa or push it straight up and back to your downward dog. So remember, you can take knees, chest and chin as an option. Inhale, cobra or upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Lower the knees, take a child's pose if you need to, otherwise we'll just rest out, hang out here in our down dog for a couple of breaths. In through the nose. Maybe you want to breathe out through the mouth. Just let go of anything you're feeling, any tension. Good, and then we'll continue, way forwards, high plank. So going back to the right side, or onto that right hand. Remember, you can lower the knee if you need to. So 4 times we go. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Good, 2 more. I'm wobbling too. It's tough, I know. After your 4th one, we're going to step this left foot behind the right leg and open up the front body to the sky for your wild thing. Left arm comes up and over. Beautiful. Then from here, we're going to transition to a lizard pose. So you can either grab a hold of your left knee with your left hand, or maybe you try and pick up this left foot With control, we step it to the front of the mat. So now that left foot is on the outside of the left hand. Have a wiggle. See how this feels in the hips. And then lower down your right knee and tuck the toe. Stay here. Or maybe you feel like going a bit lower, finding one forearm. And then maybe you find the other forearm. Hug that left knee into the left shoulder. Relax the head, no tension in the back of your neck. Beautiful. Come back up onto your hands. Tuck that back toe, lift the knee, step it back. High plank. Roll through a vinyasa or meet me back in downward dog. So lowering down. Inhaling cobra or upward dog. Find your back bend. Exhale. Downward facing dog. Beautiful. Keep breathing throughout this. If you're in your downward dog and you need a breather, lower the knees. Take a child's pose. And then when you're ready, you can join us back in downward dog and we're going to take it over to the other side. So inhale, way forwards, high plank. Roll onto the left hand. Good, stack the feet, one in front of each other, or that left knee can be down. And then we lift and lower this right leg for 4, for 3, 2, and 1. Nice, hold it here. Pick up your right foot, step it behind your left leg, open the front of your body. Right arm comes up and over. Wild thing. Beautiful. Then we transition to our lizard. So you can either grab a hold of the right knee if you need to, or just try and carefully, with as much grace as you can muster, place that right foot to the top of the mat. Both hands on the inside of the right foot. Have a wiggle. Forwards and back, maybe a little bit side to side. And then we'll lower the left knee and tuck the toe. Let's just see, do we want to come down? One forearm, the other forearm. Try and match what you did on the first side. Relax the head, no tension in your neck. Beautiful. When you're ready, come back up onto the hands. Tuck the back toe, lift the knee. We step back to plank. Good, roll through your vinyasa or push it straight back to downward dog, lowering down. Knees, chest, chin, or Chaturanga. Inhaling, upward dog. Or maybe you're in cobra, engage, lift the kneecaps if you're in up dog. And then roll over your toes. Or meet me back in the downward dog, however you want to get there. Good, okay. 2 nice deep breaths. And then we continue to add a little bit more on. So inhale, way forwards. High plank, roll to the right. Side plank, 3 leg lifts. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Smile. Good, this is tough, guys. I'm feeling it too. Okay, step this left foot behind the right leg. Open the front of your body. Find that beautiful stretch. And then with control, we pick up the left foot. How carefully can you place it to the top of the mat? We'll take a rotation this time. So right hand down, left arm opens up to the sky. Gaze can follow the fingertips. Beautiful. Left hand comes down. Let's step our right foot to the outside of our right hand and find your way into your yogi squat. So bottom comes down, elbows on the inside of your knees. Just take a moment, maybe rock the weight from left to right. You see if you can sink that bottom a little deeper. And then we're going to make this a bit more active. If you come to my live classes, you'll know I quite like this one. So release your elbows, take your arms forward. Then you're going to lift your bottoms up about halfway so your thighs become parallel with the ground. We're going to hold here. If you want more, you come up onto your toes and we hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Amazing. Heels come down, hands find the ground. Step or jump back to your plank pose. Good, from your plank. Knees, chest, chin, hovering down or skipping it all together and meeting in downward dog. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, tuck those toes. Good, coming back to the heels if you've been in cobra or just meeting in a downward dog when you're ready. Beautiful. So let's do that again on the left side. Inhale, wave forwards. Roll onto your left hand. Stack the feet, one in front of each other, or the left knee is down. Inhale, lift the right leg for 1 and lower. Lift for 2. Lift for 3. After the third one, step your right foot behind your left leg, open the front of your body, take your right arm up and over. Beautiful. With control, can you step this right foot? Help it if it needs help. To the top of the mat, both hands on the inside of your right foot. Okay, left hand down. Open up with your right arm to the sky. Find that nice simple twist. Breathe. Right hand comes back to the mat. We step forward with our left foot to the outside of our left hand. Sit your bottoms down. Hands come into prayer at the chest. Take a moment. Have a wiggle. Take a nice deep breath. And then release the elbows. Send the arms forwards at chest height or in line with your shoulders. And then lift your bottoms up halfway. Draw the tummies in, gaze forwards. Stay here or rise up onto the toes and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Float the heels down, bring your hands down to the mat. You can jump or step back to your plank pose. Roll through a vinyasa, knees, chest in, or maybe you're hovering. Maybe you're hovering all the way down with your plank to the mat. Inhaling up to your cobra. So always options you can take with these vinyasas. And of course, the option to miss them out is always there for you. Listen to your body, tune in, give it what it needs today. This is quite a strong practice. Lots of side planks, which I love. Okay, so let's go back to the right side. Inhale, wave forwards, high plank, roll onto the right hand. Do what you need to do with your legs. Extend the left arm to the sky or alongside the ear. Twice. We inhale to lift, exhale, lower. Inhale, lift, exhale, lower. Now step that left foot behind the right, wild thing, lift the hips. Beautiful. With control, can we step this left foot to the front of the mat, both hands on the inside. This time, the left hand's going to stay planted to the mat on the inside of the left foot as you open up with your right arm to the sky. Stay here, or option is to bring your right hand behind your back. Left arm scoots under the left thigh for your bind. Good. Take the gaze beyond the right shoulder. Breathe. And then release. Hands come to the mat. We're going to step that right foot forward. Good. Yogi squat. So I'm going to give you an option here to play around with a crow pose as well. So you can stay with the squat that we just did if you prefer. If you want to have a go at a crow, just give yourself a little bit more space ahead of you on your mat. The key I find with crow is where your gaze goes. So take it quite a bit ahead of you on the mat. If you take your gaze down, that's where the weight goes. So we want to keep that gaze going forwards. Spread your fingers nice and wide. We're going to bring the knees as far as we can at the backs of the arms towards your underarms. And then just start to shift the weight forwards and back, lifting one toe, lifting the other toe. And then maybe you experiment and see if you can lift both toes. I've got very slippy trousers on. Good. Keep breathing. If you're a little bit nervous of taking it that high, you can always bring the knees on the outside of the upper arms. So you push in with the legs as you push out with the arms, and that gives you a sense of stability. And you're also going to come a little bit lower up off the ground. So again, you'll try the same thing. Lift one set of toes, lift the other. Use your strong abdominals, gaze forwards, and then maybe you find a little air time here. Beautiful. Okay, let's all join together in our yogi squat. Fantastic. And then when you're ready, plant your hands down, step or jump back, plank pose, roll through your vinyasa, knees, chest in or hovering down. I'm starting to sweat now. Inhale, up dog or cobra, draw the shoulders down the back. Exhale, downward facing dog. Okay, Let's take 2 nice deep breaths in, and then we're going to take it on the left side. Whew. Good, you're doing a great job. Stick with it. Inhale, wave forwards. High plank, roll onto the left hand. Feet stacked, one in front of each other, or maybe the left knee is lowered. Twice with the leg. Inhale, lift the right leg. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Step your right foot behind your left leg. Open up the front of your body. Wild thing. And then with control, can you step the right foot to the top of the mat? Right hand comes on the inside of the right foot. Open up with the left arm to the sky. If you want more, you can always think about binding. Bring the left arm behind the back. Right arm under the thigh. Take the gaze over the left shoulder. Open that chest. Beautiful. Hands come to the mat. Find your way to a yogi squat. Left foot steps forward. Okay, so remember options here. You can stay here in quite a passive squat. You can make it more active by lifting the bottom and taking the arms forward. Good. You can always come up onto the toes, as we were doing previously. Another chance to play around with your crow pose, only if you wish to. Another option actually is a baby crow, where you're actually very close to the ground. So if you're nervous about falling, it's a good way to start, although you do need quite a lot of mobility in the shoulders. So we come down with our forearms on the mat, elbows under shoulders. Tuck your toes. So this is already quite a tricky position to get into for a lot of people. But once you're there, see if you can hug your knees to the outside of your upper arms. And you'll just be maybe an inch or two off the mat. But that's another one, baby crow, to have a go at. I actually find that harder than the others, but there you go. Get some cushions, have some fun practicing that one. When you're ready, we're going to meet back in our yogi squat. Before we plant the hands down onto the mat, step, jump back. Your choice. Plank, and then lower down. Your knees, chest, chin, or hover, or meet me in down dog. Good, open that chest. Exhale. Downward facing dog. Beautiful. Okay, so we got one more round to do on each side. Shall we do it? Let's go for it. Inhale, wave forwards. High plank, roll onto your right hand. Side plank. Good. Inhale, lift your left leg and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Step it behind, wild thing. Lift the hips, squeeze the glutes. With control, step your left foot to the front of your mat. Left hand down, right arm opens up to the sky. Stay there or take your bind. Right arm behind, left arm under. Beautiful, release. Step your right foot to the outside of your right hand. Find me a yogi squat. And then we're going to bring our fingertips down to the mat as we lift our bottoms up. Keep your elbows connected to your legs. We'll do this a few times. Exhale, bottoms down. Inhale, lift. Good. Exhale, lower. So we're moving almost like it's kind of like a seesaw effect, I suppose. Keeping everything connected, arms and legs connected. Good. 3. Good. So bottom comes up, fingertips come down to tap, crown of the head is down. 2. Beautiful. Last one. My legs are on fire. Beautiful. Okay, hands come to the mat, step or jump back, plank pose, roll through. This will be your second to last vinyasa, or skip it and meet me in a down dog. Lower down, keep those elbows in. Inhale, push the earth away, up dog or cobra, exhale. Downward dog. Beautiful. One nice deep breath, and then we're going to dive straight into it on the left side. When you're ready, let's inhale. Inhale, wave forwards, roll onto your left hand. Good, side plank. When you're ready, inhale, lift and hold the right leg for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Step it behind, lift the hips. Wild thing, right arm up and over. Beautiful, squeeze the glutes. Step your right foot to the top of your mat with control if you can. Right hand on the inside of the foot. Open up with your left arm to the sky. Stay here or bind. Left arm behind, Right arm under the thigh. Looking good. Okay, release. Find your yogi squat. Step that left foot to the outside of the left hand. Sit your bottoms down. Good. Okay, so bottoms up, I call this one. Keep your arms and your legs connected. Your bottom lifts up. Your fingertips come down. Crown of the head goes down. Good, we're going to take 5 more. Bum down. Good, bum lifts. Good, exhale down. Inhale, lift. Last 3. You got this. Thighs are on fire, bum's on fire. Last 2. Good, last 1. Woo! Ouch! Back to your squat. Plant your hands. Step or jump back to your plank pose. Roll through your final vinyasa. Knees, chest, chin, or hover down. Inhale. Upward dog. Or you're in cobra. Exhale. Downward facing dog. Let's stay here for about 3 nice deep breaths. Focus on the length you're creating in the back of the body. Hug the ribs in. Good. Really engage the muscles in the front of your legs here, rather than just let them be soft. Feel those kneecaps lifting a little bit, and it will help the engagement of the front of your legs. You should feel maybe the heels float a bit closer towards the mat. Good, and then when you're ready, we're going to lower down onto our knees. We're going to slide the bum back to the heels, and you're going to circle the arms back and along the sides, closing your eyes, coming to your child's pose. Awesome. Taking some nice deep breaths here. So guys, you'll be glad to know that is the end of our little side plank flow for today. I'm sweating. You can stay here in your child's pose and continue to chill out for a few moments longer. You can take maybe a shavasana on your back, have a relax, have a mental switch off. But if you've got stuff to do, you can also just crack on. So I will say now, thank you very much for joining me, for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you want to join any of my live Zoom classes, all the information is under the video. So check it out, and maybe I'll see you soon on screen. Have a great day. Bye.